Welcome to Screen Recaps, and today we are going to recapping The Plateau Fringe. The scene opens with Milo Stanfield, a man with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, standing on a New Jersey street watching a woman in a nearby flower shop. While observing his surroundings, Milo performs complex calculations, noting the timing of a bus, a pothole, a street artist, and a speeding cyclist. He crosses the street, placing a pen on top of a mailbox near the pothole. A series of calculated events unfolds. A taxi hits the pothole, splashing water that dislodges the pen, distracting the artist, who then collides with the cyclist. The cyclist crashes into a fruit stand, causing chaos. Distracted by the commotion, a bus driver misses a red light and fatally hits the woman crossing the road. The scene then shifts to FBI Special Agent Olivia Dunham of the Fringe Division, investigating paranormal phenomena. Olivia Dunham returns to the Fringe headquarters after a long absence due to a head injury. As she enters, she is greeted by Charlie, the team supervisor. Meanwhile, the chief of the agency, Walter Nett Bishop, speaks with lab assistant Philip Broyles about Olivia's return. Philip expresses concern, revealing that this Olivia is a doppelganger, known as Faux Olivia, rather than the real one. Walter Nett explains that Faux Olivia has been implanted with the real Olivia's memories, because she is the only one capable of traveling between universes without harm. His plan is to make her believe she belongs in this universe, so he can study her ability. When Philip asks what will happen if her new identity fails, Walter Nett coldly states she will no longer be needed. Meanwhile, Charlie briefs the team on a strange bus accident, one of two identical incidents in a week, both resulting in fatalities. He warns the crew to exercise caution during their site investigation. The FBI team arrives at the bus accident site, led by Agent Lincoln Lee, who bears burn scars on his face. The team splits up to search for clues. Charlie inspects the victim's body and identifies her as Julian Foster through fingerprint analysis. Meanwhile, Olivia questions the shaken bus driver, who insists he's never hit anything before, let alone a person. Agent Lee checks for environmental factors but finds nothing unusual, though he does discover a ballpoint pen at the scene. After questioning witnesses, Olivia tells Agent Lee that the street artist bent down to pick up the pen, which caused a collision with a cyclist, resulting in the chaos that led to the fatality. Agent Lee speculates that the pen is the catalyst in a deliberate chain of events that caused the victim's death. Back at Fringe headquarters, Lee and Charlie review both bus accidents and notice the same pen appears in the first accident's photos. They grow convinced that someone orchestrated the events. They consult Astrid, a mathematician with the Fringe Division, about the possibility of someone engineering such precise chain reactions. Astrid dismisses the idea, saying no human could calculate such complex events twice. However, during their conversation, another bus accident occurs under strikingly similar circumstances, leaving Astrid stunned. The FBI arrives at a bus accident site, finding the victims alive. Witnesses mention a dog causing the crash, but Olivia spots a familiar ballpoint pen and realizes the chain of events isn't over. She notices Milo on an overhead bridge and confirms her suspicions. As a man with earbuds crosses the street, he's struck by an ambulance, another of Milo's calculated moves. Olivia alerts her team and chases after Milo, who throws a bicycle off the bridge, forcing a bus to swerve beneath him. Olivia tries to stop him, but Milo escapes by jumping onto the bus's roof. Afterward, Milo returns home to his worried sister Madeline. She pleads with him to stop, but Milo dismisses her, anticipating her words. When she shows him a toy from their mother, Milo is momentarily unsettled, but brushes it off as irrelevant. Meanwhile, Agent Lee is at the hospital for a checkup on his burn scars. Before entering the burn chamber, Agent Lee instructs Olivia to find common links between the three bus accident victims. After interviewing witnesses, she uncovers that all three are connected to a medical center. Olivia shares this information with Charlie, and they head to the center. At the medical facility, they observe patients using ballpoint pads due to difficulty with digital devices. They meet Dr. Levin, who informs them that the victims were part of experimental intelligence-boosting treatments for mentally challenged patients. While reviewing patient footage, Olivia spots Milo, who also underwent the same trial, resulting in a significant IQ increase. Dr. Levin explains that Milo was released into his sister's care, but has become unresponsive and dangerous. Realizing they need to speak with Milo's sister, the agents set off to find her, unaware that Milo is monitoring Olivia's every move, predicting her actions with his enhanced intelligence. Later, Charlie and Olivia arrive at Milo's home and are greeted by his sister, Madeline. They inquire about Milo's whereabouts, but Madeline feigns ignorance, revealing her nervousness. The agents inform her about Milo's dangerous actions, urging her to help for everyone's safety. While Charlie investigates Milo's room, Olivia opens up about her late sister, which helps Madeline feel more at ease. Madeline eventually discloses that Milo has an extraordinary ability to predict outcomes in minute detail, and that he can be distracted by a toy horse, which he associates with childhood comfort. Olivia convinces Madeline to share more information, leading her to provide a note with the location of Milo's hotel. Back at headquarters, Olivia and Charlie brainstorm with Astrid on how to capture Milo, but quickly realize any plan would be pointless given his predictive abilities. They decide to confront him at the hotel without backup. Meanwhile, in his hotel room, Milo watches the street below and calculates his next moves. Anticipating Olivia and Charlie's arrival, he devises a deadly trap at a nearby construction site, planning to crush Olivia under a load of cement bricks by luring her into a danger zone with thin air. Milo anticipates Olivia and Charlie's arrival at the hotel and flees toward a construction site. Olivia, unaware of the thin air zone, rushes in without a respirator. Surprised by her actions, he watches as she dodges the falling bricks he planned to use against her, ultimately getting caught. However, Olivia nearly suffocates in the low oxygen area until Charlie arrives just in time with a breathing apparatus. After the incident, Charlie questions Olivia about her choice not to wear a respirator, to which she admits she didn't see the warning sign. Later, Olivia takes Madeline to the hospital, where they find Milo interacting with a supercomputer. The doctor reveals that the IQ-boosting drug has been in Milo's system for too long, making it impossible to reverse the effects. His thoughts are now too advanced for humans to comprehend. Heartbroken, Madeline leaves her brother's toy horse in his room. That evening, Olivia experiences a vision of Peter, her boyfriend from another universe, who tells her she doesn't belong in this reality. He explains that her ignorance of the warning signs earlier saved her life. Peter urges her to recall her memories and kisses her before disappearing.
I thought I was